Sun beat down on the wide, barren valley known simply as the Wastes. Calling it a valley was being far too generous. The closest mountain ranges to the east and west were hundreds of miles apart. This deep into the wasteland, nothing stirred but clouds of dust sporadically whipped into vortexes. Spirals of dust tore across the empty landscape where desert-dwelling animal life hid in burrows and hovels from the heat. For as far as the eye could see, a faded road stretched, marking the vague, nearly forgotten connection the equally forgotten town of Mercy shared with the rest of the world. Once, Mercy had been a quaint, happy town of settlers fresh from the overcrowded cities on the other side of the western mountains. But that had been before the collapse. For years, Mercy thrived in the desert off a well tapped into a large aquifer, but the collapse had increasingly driven families out of the cities and across the frontier, those who could not afford passage off-world at least. Despite its desolate geography, Mercy drew more than its fair share of those migrants. Eventually, the aquifer could no longer sustain the sudden boom in population, so once the town's resources dried up, the desperate refugees simply moved further into the frontier. The only inhabitants in Mercy after that seemed to be wandering groups of bandits and criminals on the run from justice, which is exactly what drew a weary Brent Hawley down the seldom-used highway.